Every day, we encounter countless faces, each concealing a story that could fill volumes. Despite our proximity, true understanding of those around us often eludes us. What if I told you that beneath these varied expressions lies a common thread? Timeless Stoic wisdom. Today, we delve into the minds and hearts of others, not merely to observe but to comprehend. We explore 10 essential truths about people, teachings from Stoicism that reveal these truths as not weaknesses, but profound strengths. These insights offer more than knowledge. They possess the potential to transform our interactions, how we confront challenges, and how we form connections. Join me as we unravel the mysteries of human nature, discovering how the ancient philosophy of Stoicism continues to illuminate our path in the modern world. If you value the unique perspectives we share and wish to support the channel, I kindly ask you to subscribe. And please, watch this video in its entirety. Consider yourself an exception among the crowd, open to embracing a viewpoint that could truly reshape your understanding of life. Each of us is akin to a book, with each chapter crafted by the experiences we've encountered and observed. It's intriguing to consider how every interaction, every moment, layers upon the last to shape our present selves. Stoicism teaches us that it's not these experiences themselves that shape us, but rather our responses to them. This ancient philosophy encourages us to view life as a forge for our character, where each challenge, joy, and setback molds us more distinctly. Consider someone who has faced significant adversity. They may approach life with a blend of caution and resilience, not due to inherent distrust or strength, but because their experiences have taught them the delicate balance between human fragility and resilience. Conversely, someone raised in a sheltered environment might navigate the world with bold optimism. These perspectives are not just personal traits, they mirror the paths they've walked. Understanding this concept can transform how we interact with others. When someone's behavior puzzles us, whether they're overly cautious or unusually aggressive, it's beneficial to consider the underlying forces at play. As the Stoics suggest, by focusing on the present and managing our reactions rather than being controlled by them, we can foster more meaningful interactions. We learn to respond not only to surface emotions but also to the deeper currents that propel them. This approach enriches our comprehension of others and deepens our empathy, enabling us to navigate intricate social landscapes with grace and wisdom. It fosters an emotional intelligence rooted in both Stoic philosophy and modern psychological understanding, offering us a blend of ancient wisdom and contemporary insight that empowers us to lead more fulfilling lives. Embracing this Stoic mindset enables us to not only accept life's myriad experiences but also to appreciate the unique tapestry they weave in each individual, including ourselves. Communication, like the ebb and flow of a river, varies greatly from person to person. Some individuals are like rushing waters, direct and forceful in their expression, while others resemble a gentle stream, subtle and nuanced in their approach. This diversity in communication styles can enrich our interactions, but it can also lead to confusion and misunderstanding if not navigated wisely. Stoicism teaches us the value of understanding and adapting to these varied styles. The Stoics believe that effective interaction hinges on our ability to listen and respond appropriately, not just in the words we choose. For example, someone who communicates directly values transparency and may see indirectness as evasive or insincere. Conversely, those who prefer a subtle approach might find direct communication brash or overwhelming. Recognizing these differences allows us to tailor our approach to better align with the person we're speaking to. This isn't about changing our style to mimic theirs, but about building a bridge of understanding for clearer, more effective exchanges. It's about acknowledging that behind each communication style lies a set of beliefs, experiences, and cultural backgrounds that shape how a person expresses their thoughts and feelings. Adopting a Stoic approach doesn't require suppressing our natural style. Instead, it encourages us to be more mindful and deliberate in our interactions. It emphasizes that communication isn't about winning arguments or impressing others, but about connecting and understanding. This mindset not only helps prevent misunderstandings but also enriches our relationships, making our social interactions more meaningful. When faced with someone's indirect hints or blunt honesty, recalling Stoic wisdom can be enlightening. It prompts us to consider not just the message itself, but also the underlying reasons and emotions driving the communication. This deeper understanding can turn ordinary conversations into opportunities for connection and personal growth, reflecting the true essence of communication as the Stoics envisioned it. Stress manifests differently in each person. Some experience it like a storm, with loud and intense reactions, while others react more subtly, withdrawing quietly and introspectively. These varied responses are rooted in our personalities, experiences, and even our biology. Stoicism offers valuable insights into managing stress by reminding us that while we can't always control what happens, we can control how we react. This principle is particularly important given the range of stress responses people exhibit. For those who tend to become confrontational under stress, Stoic practices like reflection and restraint can serve as guides to temper their reactions. Similarly, for individuals who withdraw, Stoicism encourages a mindful assessment of their internal state and a proactive approach to addressing their concerns, rather than retreating passively. Recognizing these patterns in ourselves and others can help create a more supportive environment, especially during stressful situations. This involves not only managing our own responses but also assisting others in handling their stress more effectively. For example, if you're aware that a colleague becomes defensive under pressure, you can choose a more empathetic and calm approach when discussing a high-stakes project with them. Conversely, if someone tends to retreat into their shell, giving them space initially and then offering a listening ear can be more beneficial than rushing to a resolution. Understanding these varied responses also enhances our emotional intelligence, providing us with the tools to navigate complex interpersonal dynamics. It's not about changing individuals, but understanding them better, enabling us to collaborate more harmoniously. Stoicism teaches us that resilience in stressful situations involves adapting and learning from our reactions, rather than suppressing them. By embracing these lessons, we not only enhance our interactions but also cultivate a sense of Stoic calm in our communities, whether in personal relationships, workplaces, or broader social settings. This approach transforms the challenge of stress into an opportunity for growth and connection, aligning with the Stoic ideals of wisdom and virtue in all aspects of life. This ability traces back to our evolutionary history. Early humans needed to swiftly assess situations for potential threats. However, in today's intricate social landscape, these hasty judgments can result in misunderstandings and conflicts due to their reliance on incomplete information. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of withholding immediate judgments. According to the Stoics, wise individuals strive to perceive things as they truly are, without allowing impressions or assumptions to cloud their judgment. They urge us to scrutinize our initial reactions and evaluate whether they are grounded in fact or biased. This reflective practice aligns with the Stoic principle of nurturing virtue through comprehension and self-restraint. By pausing before forming judgments, we create room to gather more information and develop a deeper understanding of the situation and the individuals involved. This approach helps prevent rash judgments that lead to stereotypes or unjust evaluations of others' actions. For instance, if a colleague fails to meet a deadline, our initial impulse might be to label them as lazy or unprofessional. However, if we pause to consider other potential explanations, such as personal crises they may be facing, we might respond with empathy and offer support instead of criticism. Practicing this Stoic approach to judgment not only helps in avoiding misunderstandings, but also fosters more genuine and compassionate relationships. It encourages us to interact with others based on a more complete picture of their circumstances and character, which is essential for building trust and mutual respect. Embracing this mindful approach to judgment can transform our interactions and lead to a more understanding and tolerant society. It reflects the Stoic commitment to living according to reason and virtue, improving not only our own lives but also positively influencing those around us. In the vast landscape of human interactions, one truth stands particularly poignant. No matter the facade of confidence, insecurities simmer beneath the surface for us all. This universal vulnerability is not a flaw, but a facet of the human condition that connects us in our shared experience of life. Stoicism offers valuable insights into how we might better navigate these often unspoken insecurities. It teaches us that our responses to our insecurities can either empower or hinder us. Stoicism suggests that by acknowledging our insecurities and examining them through a lens of objectivity and compassion, we can manage them effectively. This practice not only helps us understand ourselves better, but also fosters a deeper empathy for others. Recognizing that everyone, regardless of status or stature, grapples with their own doubts and fears, understanding that insecurities are a universal human experience can transform the way we interact with others. Instead of judging or competing, we can approach interactions with kindness and a spirit of support, helping to lift each other up rather than capitalizing on perceived weaknesses. For instance, when a colleague hesitates to share their ideas in a meeting, recognizing the potential insecurity behind their hesitation encourages us to invite their input and affirm its value, thereby strengthening the collaborative spirit. Moreover, this Stoic approach to dealing with our own and others' insecurities can lead to more authentic relationships. By openly discussing and addressing our insecurities, we can connect on a more genuine level, encouraging a mutual exchange of trust and respect. This does not mean that insecurities will vanish, but rather that they become less of a barrier to meaningful connections. In embracing this approach, we align with the Stoic ideals of virtue and wisdom, promoting not only personal growth but also contributing to a more empathetic and understanding society. Each interaction then becomes an opportunity to practice these principles, enhancing our lives and the lives of those around us with each thoughtful engagement. Navigating relationships can often be a complex dance of understanding and adapting to one another's motives and needs. A fundamental truth that can sometimes be hard to accept is that not everyone will always act with your best interests at heart. Stoics teach that while we cannot control the actions or intentions of others, we can control our reactions to them. By recognizing that individuals often act from a place of self-interest, we can better prepare ourselves to respond to situations with reason rather than disappointment or resentment. This understanding allows us to approach relationships with a clear-eyed view, anticipating that people might prioritize their needs and desires, which is a natural human tendency. Accepting this aspect of human nature doesn't mean becoming cynical or distrusting everyone, but rather it involves cultivating a realistic appreciation for the complexities of human motives. It encourages us to foster relationships based on mutual respect and understanding, where expectations are clearly communicated and boundaries are respected. For instance, in a professional setting, understanding that a colleague may have an agenda that differs from yours can prompt more collaborative discussions that aim to address the needs of all parties involved. Moreover, the Stoic perspective on self-interest in relationships doesn't just shield us from potential disappointments. It also empowers us to seek relationships where reciprocity and mutual benefit are the foundation. This Stoic approach, balancing an understanding of self-interest with a commitment to mutual respect and ethical behavior, enhances our ability to develop more stable and satisfying relationships. By embracing the Stoic teachings on human nature and self-interest, we not only protect ourselves from unnecessary emotional turmoil, but also contribute to healthier, more honest relationships. This alignment with Stoic principles supports not only personal well-being, but also cultivates a community where integrity and honest dealings prevail. Projection is a fascinating and often unconscious mechanism of the human psyche, where one attributes one's own traits, emotions, or impulses to another. This psychological strategy can lead to significant misunderstandings and conflicts because it distorts how we perceive others' actions and intentions. Stoics advocate for deep reflection into our thoughts and behaviors, encouraging us to question the origins of our accusations or judgments about others. For example, if you find yourself accusing a colleague of being selfish, it might be useful to consider whether your own fears or past experiences are coloring your perception. This self-examination requires honesty and courage, but is crucial for personal growth and healthier relationships. Understanding projection can also lead to more authentic and open communications. When we recognize that our criticisms or negative perceptions might be reflections of our inner conflicts, we can choose to address these issues directly rather than displacing them onto others. This shift not only clarifies our interactions but also fosters a more supportive and empathetic environment. Instead of engaging in blame, we engage in dialogue that seeks to understand and resolve the underlying issues. Moreover, being aware of this tendency in ourselves leads to greater personal growth. Stoicism teaches us to reflect critically on our own reasons for making decisions, encouraging us to align our actions more closely with our true intentions and ethical values. This introspection ensures that our actions are not just reflexive but reflective, embodying the Stoic virtues of wisdom and integrity. In embracing these Stoic principles, we not only foster understanding and patience in our dealings with others, but also cultivate a more authentic and self-aware existence. This enriches our personal lives and enhances our relationships as we interact with others in a way that is both understanding and grounded in genuine insight. As we navigate life's complexities, embracing Stoic wisdom not only illuminates our paths, but also enriches our interactions. Thank you for joining us today on Stoic Journal. If this discussion has piqued your interest, be sure to check out our suggested video on the screen, delving even deeper into the Stoic way of life. Thank you for being a part of this journey. And remember, every day presents an opportunity to become wiser and more connected with those around us.